Bloomies are forever.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to my channel. I'm Melissa and today we are unboxing two more ThredUp jewelry boxes. These are mystery boxes from the ThredUp website. They go in and out of stock, so if you don't see them on there under the rescue tab, I'm sorry, I have nothing to do with that. And first I'm going to put my hair up because this is too much hair and I am already sweating. Okay, much better. I almost never have my hair down. I just purposely left it down for this video so you could see I have hair and it's not just always up in a bun, but it almost always is. I bought this thing from Amazon. I think it was $25. It's a bracelet display. So we're gonna try to use this for the video. I'll just leave it off camera. So every box that I've purchased, and I purchased about 50 or 60 of them, is 5 pounds. Oh, I forgot a scissor. I'm gonna go need a scissor. Each box is 5 pounds and is $34. And you can use the code RESCUE for free shipping. There we go. Let's turn you down a little bit, I think. I'm wearing a white t-shirt. Yay me, I finally remembered. It says, Bloomies are forever. My sister got it for me. My eBay name is Fresh Bloomin' Clothing. Don't ask me how I came up with it. My mom knows the story. I forgot. Oh my goodness. Let's take out this giant piece. So these are DIY or kind of craft jewelry, but I've found that most of them don't really have flaws. ThredUp did away with accepting jewelry last April, so just about a year and a month ago. I don't know how this goes. Maybe just like that. Silvertone, kind of an aluminum foil look with a black and silver cord. No markings. Most of this jewelry is costume jewelry. So if you find a box on their website, most likely they're not going to have a ton of boxes, but if people send jewelry into them and they don't want the jewelry back, ThredUp now puts them in these rescue boxes. Hinged bangle, kind of a sparkly gunmetal color. Most of this jewelry I'll be able to sell for a few dollars. Some of it has gone really high, some of it has been real gold. Not a lot though, so don't get your hopes up. And just because I get what I get doesn't mean that you'll be able to, how in the world did this get on here? You'll be able to find the same caliber of jewelry, nor the same items. We have a brand new pair of earrings. Now I don't advertise these as new unless they're truly new. Just because they're on a card doesn't necessarily mean they're new. These are nice though. They feel like real leather. Oh, I bet you this matches it. That's why somebody put it on the card. Smart. Let's do that. Let's see if this has a marking. Because this has the same navy, and it definitely is a navy blue leather. No marking. I like it though. So I'll sell these together. These are some hoop earrings. Dark silver tone, and the navy is a true navy. And then this large necklace. Does the pendant move? I don't think the pendant moves now. So you probably couldn't double it. So it would be really long. I was never a person to wear really long necklaces, but I'm not really a jewelry wearer anyway. Ooh, pretty. Hannah accents, that's what that says. $14, holiday 1004. I don't know what that means. Must be a department store code. They're a big stud. Very sparkly red. They're more lipstick red in person than on the camera. Oh, we have another I don't think this is blue. Nope, this one's black. Faux leather. Now the chain has detached. I could easily glue that back on, but I probably won't. I'm collecting a box of scrap jewelry. I don't know how this is supposed to work, actually. Oh, maybe it's a bracelet. Somebody told me, somebody very smart, one of my subscribers told me that sometimes the things I'm calling chokers are absolutely wrap bracelets. Yeah, that's probably a wrap bracelet. So I'm gonna collect a bag of junk that somebody else might be able to repurpose. So we'll set that down here. I also have disinfectant wipes. Sometimes jewelry gets a little grimy. I have so much of this exact jewelry. I have necklaces with these kind of like yellow studs, and Taylor did this look there for a while, so I have some of those pieces. I have a ring, I have earrings, or I sold earrings. These retailed for $2.88 at Walmart. Usually the earrings I lot up. I've been doing that with bracelets too, and been doing pretty well with it. This looks like a little ballerina on a multi-strand bracelet. Kind of a berry pink color. There we go. I have one of these that says Dance in Aqua, so I might throw this one up with that. Some little charms, hearts, faux pearls, ballerina in a silver tone. Oh, I should be using my bracelet holder. I was looking for just a woman's wrist, and then this one popped up and I was like, oh, that's kind of pretty, but I don't know, it doesn't feel, I thought it was going to be like real leather. It looks okay. It doesn't look like $25 okay. And for pictures, I just don't know if this is gonna work. It's a unique look, which I like. It's not just the same old photo, but $25, I don't know. We have a bangle. Doesn't look like it's marked. It's in really good shape. I would say a 9 out of 10. Has a tree, which I'll use tree of life, ancestry, family in the title. Ooh, it's crooked. Ooh. Pretend that's not crooked. Usually in these boxes, this is a lot of jewelry. I might have to go faster. I was planning on doing 2. We shall see. I'll probably do 2. This is just a necklace that pulls over your head, really daintily beaded. Very pretty. It has a metallic gold cord, kind of like a golden backdrop, if you will, with beads and a faux turquoise. I almost always say faux turquoise unless I'm positive, and I'm almost never positive. I really don't know jewelry. Somebody said I know more than I know, which I appreciate. But unless something is marked, not really knowing anything. This is marked. Lucky brand. Wow, that's a sturdy Silvertone. Now I have a large woman's hand. My hand is fairly large for my whatever build, let's say. I'm 5'8", so whatever. But so these are nice because they don't have to go over my fist. My fist is very big. I like that a lot. Very embossed, kind of geometric tribal pattern. Let's see how it looks on my very expensive. See, that looks okay. But again, are you looking at the bracelet or are you looking at this awkward column? I don't know. I'll probably return that. Unless I'm happy with something. $25 is a lot to spend for me. This looked like Brighton, but it's not marked. It has the little heart clasp. It has the dangly embossed heart. Reversible. This has a little bit of darkening on the heart as well that I don't know if it's supposed to be there. So I'll clean that off. This is a kind of woven braided black cord. I might go back to the original wrist idea. Oh, pretty. Hand knotted pearls. Very nice clasp. Sometimes the clasps are marked, either 14 karat. This one is marked. I should have brought my little magnifying glass. I was using it the other day and my husband walked in. He's like, "You look professional." I'm giving myself a headache. That's what I was doing. This is marked. Or it has a scratch. Sometimes when I forget my magnification or I just don't want to give myself a headache, I take a photo of it and then blow it up. Somebody said there's an app that does that. But if we're being honest, I probably won't download it. Okay, there we go. I think it's a scratch. I don't have the best lighting. There we go. I think it was words that have been scratched. So we'll look at that a little bit more and clean it up. I am planning on going to a pawn shop eventually. One of my, I think it was a Patreon member, one of my subscribers sent me a test kit that has the acid, but I've got bangles that I think are worth $1,500 that ThredUp sent me. I might as well show you the pearls that I'm gonna have checked anyway. These pearls don't feel, they're definitely not plastic. I don't know pearls very well. The clasp is really prettily done. And the pearls are a nice size. They're probably like an 8mm, maybe even a 7mm. Gorgeous. Are you marked? Jessica Simpson. It just has the JS logo. There's a train in the background. I like trains in the background. It reminds me that people are going to and fro different places that I am not going. I'm glad not to be on that train right now. These heavy kind of fake silver pieces, I mean it isn't real silver, but it's the silver tone, do sometimes get that dirty feeling, so I like to clean those off. Is that a rose? It's a good size. It's probably about 2 inches, just under, probably an 1.75 inches. I would say it'd be reversible, but that's a little iffy. That side's just more of a blob. I would keep it on that flower side. I like it. It might get me $8. We have a multi-chain here. That's what I call these. Sometimes I call them layered looks. I might throw layered in there. This has that same kind of bubbling effect as the yellow, but this one is more of like a corally red. Is it coral? It's a pinky red, I would say. And then there's pink rhinestones. And then just a finer gauge chain. Costume piece, no markings. Okay, I have to itch my nose. We have some beautiful, oh, these are earrings. They're marked too. I thought it was broken. I was gonna say broken pieces, but it's not. These are really pretty. Okay, so that's definitely an A. I'm gonna have to do some research. So how I'll research that, because I don't know that marking and it looks like a triangle or an A. And it's not, I don't think it's Alexis Bitar, which is the only thing I know that starts with an A with jewelry. I'll probably put in triangle earring and see what that comes up with. Maybe teal triangle earring. Very pretty. Why don't I try that now? You're just gonna have to wait. Put me on pause. Or fast forward. Do the opposite of what I just said. Triangle earring. It's probably like an acrylic. Okay, so there's 23,000 results for triangle earrings, so that's not gonna work. Let's try teal triangle earring. 71, and let's filter high to low. Because the higher ones might have newer tags and they might actually say what they are. I'm not finding that same style. that 2-layered triangle. So how else would I get there? This one kind of looks like it. Very similar, kind of that swirl. These have, I'm gonna throw in gold. It's not real gold, but it's definitely teal and gold. So teal gold triangle earrings, there's 17. I'm not finding those, so I'll probably go to Google and do that. Anybody has any advice of how better to do this, feel free to let me know. Teal gold triangle earrings. Now I'm going to go to images and see if I can find anything similar. Some similar, but not exact. Now I'm guessing this designer probably also made this same style, not in teal, in a different color. So let's get rid of teal. Gold triangle earrings are going to bring up, yeah, just regular gold triangle earrings. So how else would I do that? It's a triangle on top of a triangle. Maybe stud, oversized stud. I'm just about out of words here. Yeah. I'll try to research the mark a little bit better when I get to a computer and have time. If anybody knows it, feel free to let me know. I don't know how much this will focus. It's on that bottom part there. We'll see if there's any matching pieces that actually spell it out. I love when ThredUp combines jewelry for me. These are earrings in a little bag. Thank you to whoever did them. Oh, they're like a really pale druzy. Pretty, no markings. This will be a pair that I lot up. The lotted up pairs usually bring about $1 to $2 a pair in lots. So I'll do like 5 pairs for 10 or sometimes 30 pairs for 40. The more pairs, the less money per pair. Here's one earring. Let's do what I did the other time. That worked well. I set aside all the earrings. This is like going fishing, but without all of the work and smell and having to eat fish, because you don't have to. This is marked Guess. It looks like Guess. It's an open rose with some dangly studs on a chain and faux pearl necklace. I am so interested in this. Oh, it's a stretch bracelet. All of those little petal leaves. Oh, fun. I want a dress that does that. Now this, I have a 6 1/4 inch wrist. I just take a tape measure. So this is gonna fit big, like probably an 8 or 9. But what that also tells me is the stretch might not be recovering very well. So I'm gonna pull on it all the way around. And now let's see. Yeah, it stretched more. So unless you're gonna wear that as like a bicep, that's a thing. This is also going to go in the bag of junk. Those petals are so pretty. I'm sure somebody will be able to use them. We have, this is Freshwater Pearl. They're more kind of blob-like than actual pearls. And they're very cheap freshwater pearls. Some of the cheapest pearls you can get. This seems to have a good recovery. I like the color a lot. It's a salmon kind of apricot coral. And so we'll save that and probably lot that up. Pretty clasp. No markings. Oh, it's like a disco ball, but a clear disco ball. This is beautiful. I'm looking up at my fan. My husband walks into the fan string every time he walks into this room. I was wondering if I could reuse this and hang it from my fan, because it's that pretty. It would be like fan jewelry, but I'm not going to do that. Somebody else do that for me. My husband would do it for me if I asked, but I'm not going to ask. Apple green bobbly earrings. At least it's a match set. We have some charms and they match. And they have DI on them. I'm gonna guess they're kind of gold or gold filled. They're both little beach umbrellas with a chair, a beach chair. Are they marked past that though? That'd be rare that it's not. Hey dog. Okay, it does look like it might be faintly marked, so I'm gonna have to go in. Let's see if the other one has that same marking. Sometimes when shops close, they just donate to ThredUp. No, this one does not have that same marking. This one has a big black mark on it though. I don't know, I'll have to look it up. It's meant for like a keychain or a little, I forget what these kinds of clasps are, the spring back clasps. But we have two matching ones. We'll leave those out of the bag for now. I'm having fun. Thanks for being with me. This would be great for hayride, going to pick some pumpkins. Also great with like a fuchsia or a lemon in the summertime. Very citrusy. Could go either way. I just listed a bunch of inspirational jewelry and I might add this. Though that one was like more cross and faith based, and this one has a Buddha and the hand of Fatima. So maybe not. But it says laugh, love, and then the Buddha, and it is nice and easy to get on and off. Really clean, no markings, so it was probably originally $4 or $5. We'll put that in a lot. This looks like somebody handmade it. The toggle is very tiny, so what that tells me is that it actually might be some kind of metal that had a purity to it. Maybe not. I don't see any markings. Yeah, somebody might have made that. I could picture this bridesmaids or a flower girl wearing kind of that same color. It's a very light blue. To match their dresses, they needed necklaces to match. They dyed their shoes at Payless. Anybody else do that in the 80s? Then we have this. Let's see. Sometimes these come apart very quickly. Sometimes not. Barb, I'll link her channel below. She does a lot of these where they're all tangled and tangles them. I've sold this before. This just has a Z on it, or a 2. But it's a black, kind of goth, romantic goth, I always say that, necklace. Let's see if we can get another piece out of here. There we go. Looks like we've got 2 tangled, and one is some flowers that don't move. So let's get those off of there. Very pretty though. Okay, so this is, oh my goodness, this is adorable. Little dark red climbing roses. It's kind of a lariat style. Very pretty. No markings on that. And then we have a multi-strand. I'll be able to kind of just shake that out, but this is the one necklace. It's a gunmetal, I would say, no markings. different shades of purples, opaque and transparent both. I promise I'll save that for a different day and I won't get obsessive. Put that by itself. Okay, then we have this one, which is interesting. If we can get this out of here. Yes, this, I have no idea what this is. The pendant doesn't match the chain. The chain is unmarked. So it's probably what, like a 15 or 16 inch chain. And then the pendant is a rectangular border. And there's a little pot. And I bet there was supposed to be a little flower or something glued in there because there's a little bit of leftover glue. So if we find a tiny little, just pretend, a little pearl or something to put up there, that would be very cute. Earring, earring. This feels like a guest piece again. Is this the matching bracelet, I'm wondering? Come on, how do you get out of there? Same kind of studs and roses. But this chain wants to be a part of it. You are not a part of that. Wrong way. Come on. We got it. Okay. So is this marked guess or do I have to guess? Oh, where's the other guess piece? Oh, it has the spikes. It has the open rose. I think it's a matched set. The pearls are a little bit bigger, but the spikes are very similar and the roses are very similar. This piece is not marked though, but I will lot those up. Okay, then we have this gold tone little butterfly, very sweet with a, well, I think he's missing something. Is this marked? Not marked, which I'm amazed at because I really would have thought this would have at least been like a gold overlay or a gold filled because it's so dainty. Really tiny little butterfly. He has some stones, some opaque white stones. He's missing one, but the one he's missing is kind of in his face region. So I might still, oh, it's so cute. I guess I'll put it in the junk thing. Junk thing you go. Then we have a silver tone with one of these glass pendants. I have another one of these. I don't think I have it listed yet. I'm about a box behind at this point. And it has a rose, the pendant, it has a glass. It might even be glass. I don't know, it might be hard plastic. But it has a rose cut out, kind of lasered out from it. And let's make sure that clasp works. If it's just stuck open, it's not a big deal, but if it doesn't open and close, we'll have a bigger deal on our hands. You can manually get it to open and close. My fingertips, again, have no sensitivity, so this kinds of things are very hard. I was trying to put on a shirt the other day that had buttons. Oh my goodness. Finally gave up. Okay, I think we're okay. Let's pull out a bright one. This one says love, hope, another inspirational corded bracelet with lime greens and browns and whites. Kato or Kato, some pink kind of mermaid-esque long dangly earrings. Originally $8. Originally $5. This reminds me of like a mercury glass. Was this Walmart? This looks like Walmart. Doesn't say. I like the movement in these style of earrings, almost like petals that were put together. Let's grab another Kato. Very similar style. Oh, there's two. You get two earrings with this one. The top flip. How do you flip? There you go. The top is a pale, kind of a rose gold pinky color with half moons. And the other one is a similar one, but all open filigree work. Pretty. And these were originally $12. So again, all those style earrings I will absolutely lock together. Let's get some bracelets. This is a very boring bracelet. Silvertone with just a strip of a glitter. There we are. Nope, fell over. And then this one is gunmetal. I'll probably lock these up. Oh, this is J. Crew. Huh, interesting. That one's marked J. Crew though. Do we like this pendant diamond thing? Pyramid, that's the shape. Oh, another ballerina, black and pink. On the cord, we have a lot of corded bracelets there. This one feels like it's not gonna recover. Yeah, that one's junk. This is Kara. Kara is the designer, I'd say like mid-range, kind of, not very expensive. If I clip these little pieces, it should still work. I just don't know if it's worth it, honestly. I think I'm gonna toss this into the junk bag. It'll work, but it's not really worth too much of anything. Why are you under there? No markings, a blackened chain, and an oval, kind of faceted, faceted, large opal shape. Oval, not opal. I put it on the wrong way. Pretend it's this way. It's falling right where my belly button is. Then we have some really tiny earrings, which give me hope. Are you real gold? You're not marked. Also, it looks like somebody painted these with nail polish. Yeah, I'm gonna say these are fake. You're gonna be lotted up. Like little petals in different colors. Then we have this. Is this supposed to be all one, or nope? This is 3 different necklaces. But this one is layered, so let's get that one out of there. Come out of there. It is so sunny and beautiful here. It rained last night. So this is layered. It's NY, so New York. You have a white bead, just like a plastic bead. Then this translucent one in kind of a peachy color, and then the black. Nice layered piece. This looks like a FabFitFun necklace. No markings. Just a little piece of like a howlite or a white marble type of thing. Oh, pretty. This is a Cameo. This looks well done. I don't see any markings on it though. It looks like it might be a stamped Cameo. And what I mean by that is this base piece feels flattened. There is a knot. I'll be able to get that out, no problem. I don't see any markings, but it is a nicely done portrait cameo. The girl's hair's to the side, nicely up. Very pretty. We have a ring. Ooh. Oh, this is actually lovely. And this is marked Vogue. Really? Huh. This must be around a size 7. The flowers are very 3D and sculptural. Not calla lilies, but calla lily-like. 2 faux pearls, maybe real pearls. We'll have to do some research. Vogue to me doesn't really scream 14 karat gold, but it is really pretty. Pull some bigger stuff out. Depending on when they packaged these boxes is quite a variety. What am I trying to say here? Let me think about it. A box they packaged in the beginning might be completely different caliber pieces than a box they picked at the end. So this is Chico's. Chico's I do pretty well with. It's a layered necklace with a chain extender. Silvertone and a brown cord. Has some moving bits, so it's nice. Just a little bit of movement always adds detail and prettiness. I love this. This is like the perfect mermaid necklace. Does anybody else watch that show H2O where the mermaids, if they fall into water, they turn into mermaids? But then on land, they're humans. Is this all one piece here? I guess so. Are you meant to move? There we go. We got you now. Okay. No markings that I see. Let's see if I can get the pendant just by itself without all of the extra doodads. Really pretty color, kind of that aqua blue green. And then there's a whole bunch of like different chains and rhinestones and little charms in that same color. Very fun. Another earring, another earring. We'll save you. Then we have a bracelet that says Andrea, very specific bracelet. This is Andrea in pink. Rainbow. Oh my goodness, we had a rainbow on Long Island that we used to shop at. So the Andrea piece is just going to be junk. And this is a layered piece. I think it has 4 or 5 layers. This might not be part of it though. Let's open this clasp. Get that out of there. I don't feel like this is part of this necklace. But somehow it's attached itself. You are like an octopus with your tentacles. Here we are. Come on. One last little let go. Yesterday I was having such a hard day and I kept thinking, what in the world caused this hard day? I've been doing almost nothing. I ate, I've been eating so well for me, which means about 3 foods. I hadn't really taken a walk. Some days are just like that. Some days are just tough. And I'm glad to be through the other side of it, but yikes. You're not having one of those days, and if you are, I hope I'm distracting you enough. Okay, we are through. These are all hearts. One is a little bit more puffed, one's a little bit more flat, and one is rhinestone. Oh, they're all rhinestone. I was looking at the wrong side. So 3 different lengths, 3 different little rhinestone hearts. Okay, let's see the what I was calling octopus. Are you marked? You are not marked. Very dainty, kind of gold V and then an I. If your name starts with a V and then your last name starts with an I, this would be the perfect necklace for you. Unfortunately, it has a lot of distressing, and although I think I could probably list it and get a couple dollars, I don't think it's worth it. I don't know if it would sell even over time. Then we have a very long beaded necklace. A lot of people look for these long beaded necklaces that you can do a lot with. Bet you this one goes around. It might even go around 4 times if I didn't have a bun in. But fills in the collar really nicely, that neckline. It could take a shirt that's a little bit immodest for somebody. We're all different, and I realize that, and fill that in so the modesty level is pulled up a little bit. Pretty. We have another bracelet. This one says Sienna with 1 N. I wonder if we'll find more. I don't know who sent in their customized bracelets to ThredUp, but good for you. They're nicely done bracelets. If I knew somebody named Sienna, or what was the other one? Andrea. They're really pretty. Okay, moving on to this gorgeous piece. Do you have a marking? It does. It has this little clover leaf. I wonder if this is lucky. I don't know. I have to look that up. It has a whole bunch of like a knotted, I guess just knotted cord that then goes into a square golden bead. And then there's 3 charms, one of which is black. The other is an amber and darkened gold, and the third is just a silver tone. It almost reminds me of skeleton keys a little bit. I like that one. Then we have another corded bracelet. This one has an owl on it. Oh, and there's like a little quote. Where there's a will, there's a way. Don't know what that has to do with an owl, but go for it. This piece is REO Company Sterling. Oh, well that's rather nice. Oh, I love this piece. Okay, I love this piece. It looks like it was handmade with several different parts. Oh, this part came off already. Okay. Some of these are stamped. It's like a little banner. Unusual. And this one says HB, so I'll have to look that up. But there's the little banner. Maybe I'll put it down here. Oh, maybe I'll use this to show you part of it. Do you see it any better? Okay, so let's pretend this doesn't go with that, because maybe it doesn't. And this is just a sterling pendant. It has a little paper picture, a photograph in it, but I'm sure they just got it online. And it's meant to have your own, so I'm going to pull that little picture out of it. I wanted to see, it is marked 925. So of course you could wear it with just a color put in there. Like if you wanted to match a certain outfit, you could put any colored paper in there, but you could also do a little portrait of a pet, of a loved one. Who knows? This is guess. There are some dangly dangles, a puffed heart, a snowflake rhinestone, a little locket, crown, a fake diamond, a key. This just feels like one of those silver pieces that needs cleaned. So we'll quickly do that before we set it down. We have some box chain. And what are you, box chain? I think it broke. I think it's supposed to go like this and then be a necklace with some fringe, but like I said, it broke. So we will be tossing that. Another very stretchy piece. Oh, this is matching the guess. It says guess on it. The stretch and recovery is really good. We will stretch this a whole bunch more before we sell it. I like to stretch it now and then stretch when I'm taking pictures and then stretching while listing it. I could see this being in like a high-end, not the bracelet, just the little display piece. Couldn't you see that? But I don't know if I want my eBay photos to look like that. So where did that go? Over there. Nothing yet that I would deem like $50. Probably nothing even $30. Okay, so this is like a fake gemstone with some brass little bits, R&R, so Rockin' Republic. I didn't know they did jewelry, but I've been out of the Rockin' Republic scene for quite some time. I was never in that scene. It's just that I was shopping for at TJ Maxx to see. I found a little Victoria's Secret charm. It's what I can find for resale. This piece looks pretty. This again has that same kind of Brighton look. It doesn't say, oh, there it is. It has the little Brighton bee. Thank goodness. So that means the other piece was Brighton too, because it has that same exact clasp. It's pretty. The stripe is, it could go kind of burgundy, maybe. And then there's this swirl heart. Pretty. Those usually bring about $15, $20. Ooh, this is something. That is a nice piece. Is it marked? Nope. Costume jewelry. That makes quite the statement there. That would be gorgeous over just a simple black sheath dress, right? Flip around. Very nice. Oh, I love this. Oh, I might have to send my niece this. I might have to put this on me. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. It is beaded. Somebody hand beaded it. Look how pretty. So spring summery. Will it fit on my wrist? It will, but just. It'll fit on somebody's, probably like a 6 or under. I'm gonna separate that, see if she wants that. Oh, okay, so we have another set of earrings. They have the jewel tones of kind of like the red, purple, and teal, which sometimes look a little 80s. Decide for yourself. 80s is back. We have another just little bracelet. I'm gonna toss this one. I'd explain why. You just have to trust me. I'm gonna toss it. Here is another corded bracelet. We have a lot of these bracelets in this one. This one has an infinity, 3 hearts, and a music note. How many of these do we have now? I think 5 or 6. This looks nice. This looks something. This is a Brighton piece. It has the little bee. So Brighton isn't all sterling. Some people think it is, but it is not. This is a double chain with a pendant. And you could reverse it. I think it probably goes the other way. It's meant to go this way with the scroll work. But nice, another nice Brighton piece. We'll put you over there. Oh, we have a pair actually. Are you marked? You are marked J. Crew. So it has a little gold bubble stud, and fringe and some moving bits. Another, this was like, who else did these? You know, those petal ones. I'll put all of those together. We have the shape of California in a pendant. Does it have any markings? It does not. No markings. So if somebody lives in California, they might get this as a package topper. It's a little rhinestone California. This is a hinged, but oh yeah, it doesn't really fit in very well. All the rhinestones, nope, 2 of the rhinestones aren't there. Trash. This feels heavy. Oh, it's a stretch bracelet. I thought it was magnetic. With some fake turquoise and kind of a rose gold chain. That looks to be in pretty good condition. All of the stones are there, so we'll keep that. We have a green chain, box chain. Is it green or is it brass? I guess it's a brass. And then it looks like a jellyfish with a whole bunch of tassels on it. Like a carousel of tassels. I like this. I don't see any markings. I might keep that. Here's an Alex and Ani US Air Force. Now these pieces do discolor very quickly if they're not kept in really good shape. Sometimes you can get off a little bit of that patina, sometimes not. The nice thing about these is some people like them with the patina, and they patina very evenly. So I should be able to get some of the shine back, but I will sell this. Another way that I like to sell stuff like this that obviously has a meaning to it is there's a way to, yeah, that shined up fairly nicely, a way to donate a certain percentage of your eBay money right on the listing. So you can do 10%, make it go to a charity that pertains to the piece. So in this case, an Air Force based charity, and there's probably a whole bunch of them. There's a list. You can search through the list. You could do 10%, you could do 100%, you could do 0%, of course. But with that, I probably will do at least 10%. Okay, we don't know what this is. It's stretchy. It's got a tassel and a little like fake shark tooth thing. Am I making it worse or am I making it better? My mind wants to solve this problem. That reminded me of the song, How Do You Solve a Problem Like Maria? Okay, I don't think that's how that goes. Let's see, can I get some more of the beads on the other side? Just put the elastic across. Maybe, that's definitely better. I don't know if it's meant to go like that, but that's a maybe. The beads are in nice condition. After all of that work, I'm gonna put this in the junk because the fringe is coming out, it's discolored, it's missing a rhinestone. We have another cord bracelet. This one says love. Oh, and it has a little dog. It's a little Scotty dog. It's in purple. Love that. Another set of earrings in that kind of same shape. These were, oh, there's 2 pairs on here. $14.99. So we have 2 orange, oh, nope. one is missing one. I'll still probably sell the orange pair and just donate that to the scrap bag. Let's see what this is. This looks like it could be an eyeglass holder. Oh, maybe it's just a necklace. I'd be shocked if this isn't sterling. Where would they put that sterling mark? The cap and the hook feel like sterling, just the quality of them. I have to do a little research into that. They might clean up with a sterling wipe. The beads are all very smooth. It's not a seed bead. I don't know what those beads are called, like a cylindrical bead maybe. I really like it, which is odd because it's such a simple piece, but it looks very pricey. Sometimes these very simple pieces are like $400. Maybe not 400. Oh, we have a ring. We have a bracelet, unmarked. It's a very dark brass. I don't know if it's meant to be that dark brass. Maybe it is, with some rhinestones. Oh, I can use this. They have like baguettes and an emerald cut rhinestone. Pretty. We have a little ring, but it is very discolored and not worth anything. A little bag of earrings. Hoops. See if they have anything on them. Nope. They are a pale kind of rose gold, rose silver. Is that a thing? They're a very light color. Lock those up with something else. Oh, this is nice. Very tiny. And there's some earrings stuck on here. There we are. Let's see. This has that same number 2. The number 2 is dark this time, so maybe you'll be able to see it. It's just like a little signature number 2. I don't know, it could be a swan, but it's that same kind of bar. I'm gonna lot those together. That where did that other bar go? Is this it? I'll probably lot those together. The white marble bar. And then I think I had another piece I could probably lot together with that as well. I've actually sold this necklace or something very, very similar. Yeah, this pendant moves, so even though it's very long, it almost looks like a pea pod. It's a Silvertone kind of curved, organically curved bar. You could wrap this around at least twice because that pendant moves, so you could put the clasp in the back. I might get $8 for it. I love these. These are a very dark purple galaxy glitter earring. We have both of them. I don't think they're any kind of special materials or anything. I just like the shape of them, and the color is so pretty. That dark purple, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's so dark, it looks black, but they have flecks of little glitter in them. Reminds me of a galaxy earring. Here is another. Oh, this one has a little turtle and a very pretty ornate, not marked clasp. The beads feel like they could be, oh, they're so pretty. The cobalt is so pretty. The turtle is very thin. So if he's silver, he's a very thin silver. I'll clean it up with some silver polish, see if it does anything. I'm not going to list it as real silver if it's not marked, but I might shine them up a little bit. These blue beads are really pretty. They're not coming off as pretty as they are in real life. more dangly earrings. Somebody was really into these dangly earrings. And some more dangly earrings. We have 2 sets here. These were also Kato Kato and $8. For 2 pairs of earrings, that's pretty good. Okay, then we have this. This looks like an art piece. Somebody took a very similar color palette and put them together. No markings. You could definitely double that up though. It's kind of that yellowy green chartreuse kind of color. A mirrored bangle with missing mirrors, so you go in there. This is just a plastic pendant. One of the jump rings isn't tight just because of the quality of the piece not being what I had hoped. I will also put that in there. Ooh, oh. Shouldn't have done that. I knew that was gonna go. That stretch was not stretchy at all. Then we have this Silvertone cutie. It has like little buttons made out of silver, so little silver button discs. I'm not gonna undo it, but it does look like it's all there. I'm not sure how it would go, but we'll assume for right now. Pull the rest of this out of here. We have, oh, it's an ice cream. Oh, that's so cute. This says Vida Couche. It's a fake blue leather choker with a little ice cream cone on it. I used to work in an ice cream store, as did my sister. My niece will probably get that. We'll leave that out. Ooh, fancy. This is a double finger ring. It is marked 7 and 8. So that's nice. They took the guesswork out of the sizing. And I am very close to a 7 and 8, but now I can't open my fingers. Don't like that one bit. Another pair of hoops. These are very similar to the last pair that I said were that light silver tone, not silver tone, rose gold. This is not going to recover. It has a Greek key, which usually does pretty well, these Greek key kinds of things, but that's just going to go right in there. Then we have, I think this is stuck, hoops. They are discolored and very heavily discolored. So discolored that they might have had enamel on them at once, and now they don't. T. So this is a Tahari, T by Tahari necklace. Has some fake, I guess like silver tone. There's a lot of hair caught up in it, so we'll see about this one if I sell that one or not. Some really pale, again, that kind of silver, rose gold, I don't know what color to call that, earrings. Another pair of these kind of dangly earrings that we will clearly be loading up with the rest. We have just a white discolored choker, but that's going to go in there. These are earrings that have the match. They're pretty. They look like a J. Crew kind of style, but I don't see that they're marked. So again, I'll throw those in a lot. Do we have some black little hoops with dangles? One's missing a dangle, so we will put those in the junk. Love these. So 3 little sunflowers with clear rhinestones. Everybody's got their stone? Yes, we do. We'll lot those up. One gorgeous and broken earring with like a peridot center, but looks like it doesn't have a match. Oh, there's earrings over here too. Okay, so we have some clip-ons. And these are a clip-on. They're like a screw-on. How am I getting that off of there? There we go. With a very milky, kind of clear stone. I'll probably combine those. Do we have any other matches? These match. These are gorgeous. Love these. Sugar Fix. Nice curation Sugar Fix. Like little solid rainbows with then the beads. The beads give off iridescence to them, and there's a fringe like those. Might sell those separately. We have a ring, maybe, a nose ring, a pinky ring. I don't know. We're throwing it in there. It's not marked. This is also not marked. We have one random little thing. That looks broken. A chain with no clasp. Oh, this is going to that other earring, but honestly, it's not worth saving. And then we have one little bar earring with some fake diamonds. Assuming they're fake. We'll check for a stamp really quickly. Nope, no stamp. So we will save these. I am going to save this earring just in case the second comes up. This just looks like something that might be special. I like it. I'm going to set it aside. Okay, so I'm going to organize all of this into bags, and I will be back. Okay, my mom just called and said we had a good chat. She's coming back down to fix her teeth in June. And I thought I'd show you, since I have everything separated. This is earrings, bracelets, and rings, which I didn't get too many rings. Necklaces. Oh, I forgot to put this in there. And then kind of the junk stuff. The junk stuff doesn't weigh much. It definitely weighs a lot less than any other bag. Probably on par with the rings and earrings. Okay. And then there's this little tassel. I'll throw that in a junk lot. And the two pieces I'll keep for my niece. And the California charm. And the little earring that I'm holding off to the side for some unknown reason. So let's wipe everything down. There's an octopus in here, and I just sold some octopus earrings. They were actually picked up already though. Okay. So the octopus is another earring. That's so funny. I just sold earrings with octopus on them. This is the same octopus. Okay, let's grab this junk bag. We'll continue using that. These are beautiful, but we can all see it's very outstretched. This looks nice. Looking to see if all of the rhinestones are there. They are. I don't see any markings, but this looks like a pretty good piece. Kind of on par with like a Bauble Bar or J. Crew. Maybe even a little bit of a higher end brand, but very nice. I should be able to get, I would say $15, $20 out of that one. We have a magic, wow, coil bracelet. I do pretty well with these. This one's a really nice one. Love the little square Silvertone beads. No markings, but really pretty. Oh, now it looks really pretty. It's so weird that it doesn't like stack properly. So I should be able to get $5. We have some fringed earrings in kind of a gray periwinkle color. I'll ask my mom if she wants those, if I can get the fringes going all one way. I'll be setting earrings aside like I normally do. We have fashion jewelry, a star and a moon. This might be lotted together. These fashion pieces don't usually bring all of that much. Here's another fashion jewelry. This one has a heart, and that's it. Oh, this one's broken. That will go directly into there. This looks nice. This looks like a Michael Kors. Are you Michael Kors? You are Michael Kors. Michael Kors, I recognized you. It has the rhinestone toggle and then the Silvertone link. One of the boxes I got a bunch of Michael Kors pieces and sold some already, and the rest have a bunch of use. So that should do maybe like $40 or $50. This might be a nice box. Usually if you get a couple nice pieces like that, the whole box might be good. This is a pin. I have somebody who's asked me to collect pins for their denim jacket, and she said nothing so big, but this one's about 2.5, so I'll check with her. She wants them all to be surprises, and she wants to spend like in the ballpark of $10-ish every month, so I'm gonna save that for her. Another little fashion piece. This one has a heartbeat, that's what they're called. A faux turquoise and golden ring. I don't see any markings. It's a little too snug for me, actually. That might be like a 6.5. We have a necklace. Oh, very cool piece. It's either vintage or vintage inspired. Love that. Reminds me of like the 50s maybe. The shape of it. It does have a little bit of soldering work done to the back. I know nothing about that, if that says anything about it or not. And I don't see any markings, but still, that's a cool piece. I might be able to get $10 for that. Ooh, gorgeous cocktail ring stretch. This is marked R-A? B-A? B-A. I don't know what that means, but look at that. It's like a piece of exotic coral. You can go snorkeling and see that. Or just buy it. Oh, I love these. This is marked sterling. This is Texco. These usually do pretty well, somewhere between $25 and sometimes even $50 if they have the right look to them. And this one is sterling. Sometimes they're not marked sterling. This one's beautiful. It's got some greens and like a turquoisey green and silver and the mother of pearl, of course. Of course, we all know that. Let's see if it fits on my pyramid. Also, I'm wondering how dirty this pyramid's gonna get, being of a lighter color. You had an option of a darker color, but the darker color, I didn't like it. Okay, next we have what looks like some seriously just pieces of leather with, I'm gonna guess this is sterling, a sterling hook. Is it marked sterling? I don't think it is, but I mean, it's a very unusual thing, right? It's not heavy enough to like really hold its shape. I don't know. Oh, I see guitar picks. I'll pick that up next. But it's like a handmade cool thing. I'm not cool enough for that. Okay, this is cool. My husband is a musician, if you didn't know. This is stuck on a tennis bracelet. That looks really nice, but we're not allowed to look at that. So these are Gibson and New York Pro music picks, guitar picks. Very cool. We might give this to Jason, our neighbor. He might love that. Set that aside. I have to go get a new battery and I will be back. So far, I'm very excited about this bag. We have a Silvertone bracelet. It looks nice. It is marked Brighton. So it has this kind of quatrefoil shape. Pretty. We'll pick this piece up next because I also thought it was Brighton, and it is. Brighton has this heart little clasp. They usually have that bee on the puffed heart dangle. Sometimes that's not there, but they always have this clasp with the heart. And this is it a locket? It is a locket. So you slide the picture down into there and you can display it. And then the back of it has this kind of solid silver piece that goes almost the whole way up. Very nice. We like this box a whole lot. This is marked. I thought it was gold. It's not gold, but it's sterling. It's 925 Italy, LIRM. Look how gorgeous that is. It's in really good shape. It's gold, which is throwing me for a loop because obviously it's sterling. So let's look up 925 LIR. Lirm. Did you mean lira? I don't know if I did. I think I meant lirm. Looks like lirm. Let's look at the soles. Here's a lirm chain, not as nice as mine, that went for 25. A lot of these are earrings, or pins, or bracelets. There's not too many chains. Here's another chain, went 18. That one went for 38. I don't know, I might get $20 out of that. Really pretty. I have to, is this an Omega, that flat chain? I always forget. Very nice. I'll set that aside. Pick up this giant horn, which is also Michael Kors. Michael Kors on a Michael Kors necklace. So the horn is kind of like a ombre from a very clear pale gray down to a black, and it's got glitter. Can you see it now? When I pulled the two boxes today, oh, here's another octopus. A lot of octopus today. I pulled one from the bottom and one from the top, trying to mix them. Since I still have probably like 40 boxes to go. And the only thing stopping me, oh, it's already separated. The only thing stopping me is the need to list. I tried to pull one from the top and one from the bottom. I said that. I guess this is just a bangle, not a bangle, just a bracelet that clips on. I was looking for any markings. Sometimes it's hard to see if something is marked or it's just like a little bit of a, that should fit Iris, so it should fit about a 6.25. It looks like you could adjust it too. I'm not sure how. Like has a mark or just like a molded part. So I will look at that. There's definitely something there. I just don't know if it's something good or just like a little smudge. Oh, what are you? You are lions. Are you Anne Klein? You are just lions. You are not. Anne Klein is known for their lions. So really pretty. They are missing a little bit of the gold tone and they're rubbing off, especially on that stud. And so it's partially gold tone, partially silver tone. So when all the gold is rubbed off, eventually they'll be Silvertone. Those should do pretty well though, I would think. These better boxes, I think, are when they pulled everything from their own website. ThredUp cleared their website in February, and they no longer sell jewelry on their website. Or at least last time I checked, they didn't. Okay, we have a long, this doesn't look like designer, but just a very opaque green 3 plastic stone on a Silvertone. It does not move, so you would have to wear it long. Let's pick up this Greek key. Bangle. I'm shocked that there's no marks because the discoloration inside leads me to believe this would be sterling, and just the size and density of it. I will clean it off with a sterling cloth, but if there's no markings, most likely it is not sterling. Oh, that sat rather nicely. It's probably the best piece on there so far. Grab another bracelet. This one is stretch. Very rarely are stretch bracelets a designer piece. So I'm not expecting to ever find, yeah, we're good. Shades of purples find a marking on them. Different shades of purples. This is a ring. Could it be like one of those things that goes around your hand? What are those called? Hand ring? I don't know. One of those bracelet things that go like that. I think it's one of those. I just don't know what those are called. I don't think I've ever had one of those for sale. It's in good shape. It's green and kind of like a champagne-y color and like a peridot green with gold. Little bit of distressing. Ooh, these are real stones, hand knotted. Love the colors. Nice fringe. I'll have to comb it out a little bit. There's no marking. I don't even know where it would be marked, honestly. But the aqua cording is kind of like a beachy color, and then the stones are real. They're a cold, real stone. Shades of like beige and neutrals and naturals. I'll have more of these boxes, please. What's happening here? Pretty. This is labeled. Is this Premium Designs? I'm doing quite well with Premium Designs. Their marking, you can look it up, isn't just their name, so I didn't know for the first few pieces that it was Premium Designs, but now that I know the marking, thankfully. What in the world? Does this come off? Oh, it does. It's just a magnet. It's a magnetic pendant. Is this marked? No. I would assume it would come with this though. That's so funny. Okay, so the cord needs the weight of the pendant to hang nicely, and it's a black and a Silvertone cord, and then the pendant just opens up nicely. There we go, and the pendant is like a bluer, navy blue almost, with some like periwinkle stones maybe? I don't know. We have Sea Wonder. I believe this is, oh, it's Charming Charlie. Bet you I've screwed that up a time or two. Originally $18, gold tone. It's a thicker chain. The pendant does move, so you could probably double this up. And the pendant has a little bit of distressing. This is new, so I'm guessing it's just meant to look like that. Oh, I see a little Eiffel Tower. There we go. You stay over there. Okay, so this does look like sterling. What does this say on it? Origami Owl. Not sterling, I don't think. I think Origami Owl, are they still in business? They did like little lockets and stuff, which makes sense because all of these charms could come off. So there is a little puffed heart. Oh, and somebody put their kids in there. You're not gonna be able to see them. There's 2 children in there. And the Eiffel Tower, and a little pearl, and a little rhinestone heart with pave rhinestones, and a little crystal. So I'll have to see pricing for that. Because it has the Eiffel Tower, that might have more of an appeal than some other of their charms. You know, if a charm has like a soccer ball, it might not be as popular as, I know nothing. I shouldn't rank those. This is Mexico, sterling silver. Again, this is gorgeous. This is a squarish bangle. And then it has the inlay of beautiful colors, like turquoises and blues and purples, and they're very like mother of pearl-esque. And it says Mexico 925 twice. Oh, why did I put that up there? Actually, I put a few things up here, and I'm not exactly sure why. Let's pull this necklace. This one has natural wood beads and like a Silvertone 50 shape and purples, and that's it. Do you have any kind of branding to you? Nope. Still so much. Good box. Let's do this one next. This one is marked the same thing. The sun just went in. Origami Owl, but this one is one of those charms that you can open. I'm not going to open it because everything will spill out. It is a necklace. I do have to see if this can clean up and if their stuff is sterling. I'm guessing it's not because it's not marked 925, but never know, it might clean up with a sterling cleaner. So it has a high heel, a yellow, kind of a reddish brown, and a blue, a little paw, the letter H. Did I say a high heel? I'm gonna have to open it to see some of them. There's a lot of them in here. Usually those are like parties, like Tupperware Avon parties. Come on, open. What is the other one? The paw? Oh, it's an I love you sign language sign. They're really tiny. And then this is a magnetic closure, which is a little hard to open, which is a good thing because you don't want it to just pop open and go everywhere. There we go. So there's that. Stretch bracelet. It's got recovery. Lot that up with some other stretch bracelets. Oh, I've sold so many of these. That's so funny. I've sold both necklaces and bracelets that have this exact magnetic closure. It's like a little disco ball with rhinestones. So are all the rhinestones there? One rhinestone is missing. I'll set it aside for now. Not sure about that. Let's pick up these pearls in a gray tone. Beautiful closure. The last set of pearls that looked like this had a little bit more green and purple, got $40, but they were marked Irwin. These don't seem to have a marking. It's like a little box with some rhinestones, 3 layers. This would be a nice collar to a dress. They are made so the shorter layer hangs higher, so it makes a nice row on your neck. They've taken into consideration your neck is built like this. I like that. Thank you for doing that. Another little rhinestone, not rhinestone, gemstone stretch bracelet. It clearly matches the other one. It's got a cap or something. I'll see if I can't find what that was, but if not, I'd take that off. This feels really nice. This feels really nice. Who are you? This is Michael. Nope. This is Halogen? Halogen. Gold tone. Lariat style. It's catching the light really nicely. And then it has the solid bar on the bottom. I don't know that I've ever sold a halogen piece or found a halogen piece. I could be wrong, but before this ThredUp thing happened, I never would pick up jewelry because my regular Goodwill, the prices are crazy, crazy, crazy. And then the bins, I'd be hard pressed to find any kind of jewelry in the bins. I've got beads rolling around. Jewel Smith, which is a decent name. They have a retail value higher than I probably would appreciate. Designed with love in Venice, California. These are little gold tone studs with rhinestones. And when I say the retail value is higher than I'd appreciate, I know that from like FabFitFun, the retail value of those might be like $89 and they're not even real gold. Whatever. This is LACN. I have sold those before. This is the Footnotes Memorable Collection, and it has the M on it. So if your name also starts with an M, or perhaps you're buying for somebody else, that might be a fun bracelet. Nice and easy to get over your arm. It looks new just because it has this thing. I can cut this off though. Again, I'm not selling from this because honestly it just takes too much time to go through all of this and find specific pieces, but I should have this up by June. Don't judge me. I mean, you can judge me. This has a little heart that has some markings. I don't recognize it though. Really pretty and heavy faux pearls. 3 rows of them. Beautiful. This would be lovely with a wedding dress. Very nice, very weighty. Just some black, there's a little hair there. We're collecting the hairs over there. Black faceted beads. Just a strand I'm sure somebody put together. I keep picking up and putting down, I think this and that next piece. This is very lightweight. Just pulls over your head, I think. I don't think there's a clasp to this. Very lightweight. Orange, brown, silver tone. Has like this donut looking bead thing. It's not, it's asymmetrical, so you could probably wear it, you know, like more of that, or something like that. You get the idea. Okay, this piece I definitely keep picking up. There's an earring caught up in there. This is also lightweight. It's like a bronzy color. Bronze and brass always throw me for a loop. Whenever I use those terms, I usually just go bronze tone, brass tone, gold tone, because it's not real. most likely, unless it's marked. I like the distressing on this. It has like a shabby chic kind of look, almost like a country western. I'm not sure where I'm getting that from, but I could see it with cowgirl boots and like a skinny boyfriend jean. I'm making up words. Okay, we have something wrapped around it there. This is truly a shiny Silvertone lightweight with like a navy blue bead, almost a faux pearl-esque bead. Clasp, so you could double that up, probably even triple it up. Probably double it up. Then we have, what does this say? Imagination. Imagination. It's like a Scrabble tile-esque little thing. They're circular, so they didn't actually use Scrabble tiles. Ooh, how about that? Put it up here. My husband's always so good. He's like, if you need it, if you want it, it's a tax write-off. And I'm like, I don't know if that's going to be at all helpful. I feel like it'd be helpful. I just don't know if I like the look of it. And if I would have found it on the side of the road or like made it, let's pretend I'm that creative, I would totally be thrilled. Here's another octopus earrings. Now we have a matching set of octopus earrings and the bracelet. But $25, no good. This is pretty. Adjustable ring. Probably would adjust from like 5.5, 6 to at least a 7 or an 8. They did it really nicely. I'll show it to you, I promise. It's seed beads around a center stone. It's very lightweight, but the colors are really pretty and it's catching a lot of light. Love that. We have another leather piece. This one has an anchor toggle. Looks like real leather. I wonder who's making this. This one doesn't feel as authentically leather and broken in as this one. This one somebody had and loved for like years. Then this one feels quite new. I have definitely sold this before. I think it was Ann Taylor. I haven't sold it in the last 2 weeks, but I'm pretty sure it was Ann Taylor. It's a grosgrain ribbon that just weaves in and out of an oversized, chunky, kind of off-white pearl. I won't be able to list it as Ann Taylor unless I know for sure, so I'll have to do some investigation, but I'm guessing a lot of companies have that kind of thing. Very royal blue, unmarked strand. A glass ring with orange, oh, it feels very smooth and nice, with orange and blue and kind of a bronzy gold to it. Can we put this? That's stupid. Don't do that. Okay, another. These are lightweight, but they don't have the luminosity of pearls that I know, at least. It's a vintage closure. They are not hand knotted, so it's just a strand. Yeah, I don't know that I've ever seen a matte pearl. I'm gonna say they are plastic. This is a lightweight metal silver tone with like almost a tiger eye color. It changes depending because it's not completely see-through, but it is translucent. So it does allow a little bit of light through it. So it either looks very dark or a little less dark. I need to move. Okay. So some earrings, put those over here. More earrings, put those over here. This is just a pendant. It doesn't open up. Feels very nice. I wonder if we'll come across a chain for it. Set you aside. We have a tennis bracelet. Let's pretend this is real for 1 second. It is real sterling. Very tiny stones. I couldn't imagine those are real diamonds, right? They're probably like a diamond nique kind of thing, but very pretty. The diamonds don't catch the light and sparkle as much as I like, so I will have my husband clean that up because it needs cleaned with a brush. Okay, we're pausing for a second so I can clean everything off. Okay, we're back. This is a tube bead, several kinds of beads. I don't know that I've ever seen this. It's a very tiny chain that goes inside of tube beads that are the same color, but the tubes are two different styles of tubes. So one has like a little bit more of a scroll work and one is more of just a plain tube. It's very cool. I don't think it's real because some of the tubes have a little bit of a discoloration where it's touching the other tube and wearing down. But very pretty, very unusual. I wonder if that would go around twice. Oh, I wonder if it'll open. It opens. Yes, it will go around my neck at least twice. I didn't want to let it go. Then we have a green and gray beaded bracelet. That might be handmade. Might be a little bit better than handmade. I'm not putting down people that hand make stuff. It's amazing. But it has like this weird 3 dangly bit. And it's much larger than the average wrist would be. That would almost go around my bicep. Oh, could it be an anklet? I bet you it's an anklet. Bet you that's what that is. Okay. I love this. This doesn't even look like anything all that great. I love this. Clasp works. So it is a very dainty bracelet, and it has this little enamel, very thin enamel, very dainty floral pendant. Oh, good thing I got it. With some gold tone veining in it. It just reminds me of something you'd just find out in the woods. Like imagine if you were walking along and you just looked down and saw that. You'd feel like that was gifted to you by a fairy or something. Okay, we have is this double? We have a lot of earrings, and I believe the trash truck is here, or a landscaping truck or something. So that's meant to wear double, so fake pearl and a gunmetal chain. We have a fossil bracelet. It is I was gonna say silicone. I think it's leather. And a rose gold with pave stones. It looks like it's in really good condition. Ooh. This is heavy. This is Lia Sophia. This feels like the nicest Lia Sophia one I've ever received. I have a couple of Lia Sophia on now. Yeah, this is very pretty. 3 chains. You can take off any of the 3 because of the infinity pendant allows you to clip off, so you can wear 1, 2, or 3 of the chains. So the first, they're all very matchy-matchy, but not exact. So blue and silver, and then all silver. That was like a description of my husband. Not my description. Him describing something. It doesn't even matter. We have another one of these. This is the matching necklace. All of the rhinestones seen there. So I will sell these together now that we have the set. And I'll probably just use a little bit of a white. I have white acrylic paint and just dot where that rhinestone fell out because that'll make it blend. You won't even notice that. Love this. This looks like you just walked up and down and collected junk, but gorgeous junk. A junk necklace. So it has a brass, like a tarnished brass, and then all of these different similar flowers and colors, and this one's a mirror, reds and purples and blues. Right? You just like collected them organically. Somehow they all perfectly match. Love those. Okay, this looks like a bracelet. It's a mesh bracelet. Are you marked? You are not marked. All of the mesh, it does go across though. This looks fancy though. This is like a luxury piece, but without the luxury cost. Right? Like, oh, I have money. You need big glasses and like a white straw hat. And somebody to drive you around. I have somebody to drive me around. Another bracelet, and Taylor, this one is marked, has rose gold and clear rhinestones, pave, and then little discs. Oh wait, I keep forgetting to use this. See this one? What man? Usually I lay them out just on one of those pillows actually. One of those pillows, those are our living room pillows that I put in the background. And it gives it that kind of sunburst effect and it just makes it a flat lay. So I don't know about that. Okay, we have another one of these rhinestone ball things. The magnetic. This one is definitely also missing a rhinestone. And it is gray, brown, grayish brown, and purple. And then, sure enough, we have the matching gray and brown. Maybe I'll pair these all together since, I don't know. Maybe I will. I probably will. Trying to get out the tiny pieces. Oh, this is pretty. This is not marked, shockingly enough. It's a Silvertone with an inlay, almost like a mermaid scale of blues and greens and kind of a dark purple. I want to see if the clasp is marked. No. Oh, let's put it on this. Bet you're getting tired of putting this on this. Man. Ooh. The sun went down again. Ooh. Oh. I pulled the cord out. Okay, pretend you know what that looks like. It is nice to take off. What's the magic trick? Is this 2? This has that same heart, dotted heart thing that the other one did. And now I can't remember which one had that. Does this one also have it, or is this a completely different piece? Looking for the clasp, looking for the clasp. I don't think this has a clasp. This is just meant to pull over your head, I guess. Okay, so this has oversized and undersized, different size of gauge links and clear beads and like a champagne bead. I can't remember which had that little heart, that same heart. I don't know, it doesn't matter now. So this one must just go over your head. This could have been sterling, but without a clasp, they probably wouldn't have marked it anywhere else. Oh yeah, it goes over your head. Do we like it like that? I kind of like it like that. This one just looks like a nightmare to get apart. It is Betsey Johnson. Betsey Johnson sometimes does really well and sometimes not. If you search for Betsey Johnson right now, don't do it right now, but later on, there's a lot of Betsey Johnson coming out of China, and Betsey sold her company or went defunct in the 90s. I don't know if she ever got it back. I don't know the full story of Betsey Johnson. She's pretty cool looking. So I'm going to say this is probably one of the older pieces. It has some of her clothing from the 90s does really well, like hundreds of dollars well. I sold 2 of her pieces that had cat prints from the 90s. I think they were a velour or a velvet cat. And I remember when I sold them, they sold right away. And the person who bought the long skirt asked me to message the person who bought the top and offer them $100 for it. Like, because I couldn't just end it. Somebody else had bought it, but she's like, could you please? So they did connect, and she bought it from the woman who bought it from me for $100 extra. I thought that was quite funny. I'm glad it worked out. So that's that. Let's get this off my head since clearly it does not want to go up there. We're almost done. I always love when I'm like so surprised, like, what is this? I'm finding out for the first time ever. This is Monet. I just sold 2 of their bracelets. It's Silvertone. It looks like it could be sterling, but it's not. And it's like a lariat Y necklace. Okay, let's see this one. I think the second box was better than the first. I'm sure you agree. No markings. Very nice clasp though. Just some thin gauge wire. And then there's 3 little strands of wire that connect into the bigger links. Just put that there for now. Okay, so this is going to be a layered piece. Who makes you? It's going to have pinks and blues. Have a little flower and a little rhinestone, and I'm going to guess 3 or 4 kind of layers. Here's one side of the chain. Here's the other. Okay, this is clearly not going well, but pretend you know what this looks like. I think it's got 4 layers. Yes, it has 4 layers. Sometimes just shaking it, shaking it, shaking it. Because my fingers no longer want to do what I want them to do, things take a little bit longer. But I think we just about got it. That's okay that they take a little bit longer. It's still coming together. Good job. There we go. So the top one is just truly a strand of like a silver chain. That little second one down has a little flower, then a long fringe and a teardrop. We will put that like that. Okay, we have just 2 or 3 more necklaces. Another Brighton piece. We will take it. This has a little diamond shaped. You have to say diamond shaped because it's not a diamond. Diamond shaped fake diamond. And a little silver cord. This one appears to have broken. You will be reused into something else. Then we have this. This says China. This says Coach. Coach. Okay. In China. This is a Coach gold tone necklace that was clearly made in China. And it has a little tiny dual end crystal. It looks like it might be a real crystal, like a little quartz or something. It's got a gray side and a pink side. Cool. Okay, so the pendant didn't have anything to go with, but that's okay. I've got lots of other things. We have a pair of Silvertone huggers earrings. How do we get them out? Just like that, you just pull them. It's that easy. No marking. Michael Kors. They're Silvertone. Can you see them? Probably not. Then I have one gold tone of the same one, so maybe that'll come up somewhere. Then we have this little dangly earring that's black, and it reminds me of the 80s, like Gem in the Holograms. You could pretend to be Gem in the Holograms. It's clip-on. Then we have these big clip-on 80s earrings that everybody wore, maybe 90s. Another pair of clip-ons. Does this part come off, I wonder? Oh, I thought this bottom part came off that shell part, but it doesn't. Oh, another little black clip-on. Yay. 2 gems. Okay, so we already saw these. Maybe for my mom, I'll ask her. I think I've had these before. They are an orange and, oh, the bottom cracked. Well, they weren't anything too special. Then we have a charm. It's a gold tone anchor, but it broke off of something. Just a little cheap pair of earrings. Cute though. I'll sell those in a lot. I love these swirls. I've never seen earrings like this. I was wondering if they would be marked, and I have 2 of them. So it looks like that, like when you take a sparkler at the beach or wherever you do sparklers legally, and you like make 2 circles, a circle and a circle. That's what that looks like. And then I have these. Did I say who made these? Because I felt like I did. This looks like a bauble bar type of thing, but I don't think they're marked. They're well done though. Love the colors. I love when colors don't necessarily go together, but then somebody puts them together and I'm like, oh, those are cool. Like powder blue and teal and green and peach and orange and a pale yellow. Aren't those cool? Then we have these, and they don't match, but clearly they're meant to go together because of the colors. At least that's what I'm gonna say. So one is a moon with a teardrop dangle and like a blue, and the other is a planet, like a Saturn type planet with a ring around it, and then it has some shooting stars, little star dangles. I don't think these are marked. And the sun went back down. And that was it as far as that. So this was all of the junk. So that second bag almost had no junk in it. I'm gonna put the necklaces with the necklaces. That first bag, I don't know if I ever said, but I think I'll probably get like maybe $150 out of everything once everything is sold, after fees, after taxes and stuff. And my business plan is not just to sell on eBay, please know that. My husband helps me as well because of my disability. I have CRPS, which is a nervous system disorder that affects your glial cells. So it's important that I do things in my own time. Yesterday was a bad day because I had things that definitely needed done, which was my own fault. I need to stop doing that. And my husband reminds me, which is good, like, stop pushing yourself. Like, I want to keep going. I want to do it all. Oh yeah, Michael Kors. And it's better for me to do this like when I feel good tonight, and then later on maybe I'll list a little bit or ship a little bit. It's better for me to slow things down and not put so much pressure on myself, because putting pressure on myself just puts pressure on my body, and then I'm down for a few days, or I just have a horrendous day. But there are still things I can do, and I'm thrilled that I can do this. And it's a lot of fun to do this kind of stuff. And I love YouTube, and I love Patreon. Patreon has come out of nowhere and has just been, I love it so much. We make up subscription boxes with shipping supplies. Love that. I think we're putting together about 70 now, maybe 65, 70 subscription boxes a month. And it's just that little bit, like, not little bit, it takes days to do, but my husband helps out a lot. I do a little bit of that, a little bit of this. I love photographing. This allows me to do everything I love: shipping, photographing, editing photographs, putting together things for people, care packages. I'm going to keep out this for Jason. I'll show it to Bear. I think he'll like it. We're still not seeing Jason because of the what's happening, the virus. So it'll be nice to see him eventually. But we have been leaving each other, mostly me leaving him little cards and stuff. Bear got to see him a little bit, but of course he couldn't hug him or touch him or anything. This I'm gonna leave out for my niece, this little thing. And this little earring I'm gonna keep. So that was everything. And then the junk stuff. But overall, I should make a few $100s, I would think, especially with that second box. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I know I have. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for all your kind words. Take care. Bye.
We hope your day is blooming with joy.